Tenants and advocates say that landlords in New York are discriminating against tenants who use Section 8 vouchers. I'm Tony, and this is Real Estate Investing and Landlord News. All right, so I have an interesting topic for you today. Once again, it's going over the topic of Section 8 rentals and should landlords be forced to accept the vouchers, okay, so accept those tenants into their properties, whether they want to participate or not. In New York State and in New York City, they actually have laws that mandate that landlords accept these tenants. And regardless of that fact, a lot of landlords are still not participating. So this tenant advocate group, they're going after those landlords and saying, hey, we're going to sue them, we're going to try to publicly shame them and do whatever. Right now, I don't agree with that. I believe that the program, the Section 8 program, is voluntary. I mean, it's written into the law, or not the law, but the program, when it was created by the feds, was meant to be voluntary. And it takes away a landlord's property rights when you tell them that, hey, you have to accept this tenant whether you want to or not, and accept these vouchers. The vouchers, they have a lot of additional stipulations, things you have to do in order to accept them, including getting your building inspected and following the rules of the program. Now, there's a good reason why some landlords say, hey, that's just not worth it. That's just not worth it to have to participate in this program. So, yeah, and I agree, okay? I agree. I believe that, hey, it should be up to the individual owner. The individual owner ultimately is the one who is going to, pay all the bills and have to deal with all the burden and costs associated with this program. So if an individual owner says, hey, I'm perfectly willing to do all of that stuff, then go for it. But for everyone else, no. If they don't want to deal with it, they shouldn't be forced to. So before I get into the article, go ahead, hit the like, subscribe button, give me a comment down below, and let me know what you think. Now, do you believe that small mom and pop landlords, do you believe the big landlords, do you believe all landlords should be forced to accept these tenants, forced to accept these vouchers, forced to participate in this program, whether they want to or not? Okay? I don't. I absolutely do not. So, I'm just curious what the other people who watch my videos, what they think. Let's get into the article. This article is coming from Gothamist.com, and it says, New York City landlords are discriminating against tenants with housing vouchers, new report says. Yeah, strong language there. Let's get into it. Several New York City landlords and brokers are routinely barring tenants from renting apartments if they rely on government assistance to help pay for it. A new report by Housing Advocates alleges. Unlock NYC, a tech nonprofit focused on housing, released a list of so-called serial discriminators on Wednesday, naming and shaming 23 corporate owners and real estate companies that the group says have allegedly discriminated against tenants with government subsidies more than 10 times since 2018. We are in the throes of a devastating homelessness crisis, Manon Vergerio, an advocate with Unlock NYC, said at City Hall Park during a press conference. We need to aggressively tackle the barriers that are standing in the way between New Yorkers and stable homes. Under city and state law, it's illegal for landlords to discriminate against tenants based on their source of income, including if they're using vouchers to subsidize their monthly rent. I don't consider vouchers a source of income. That's part of the problem with this law. Now, the way that it's written, it's like, oh yeah, well, this is a source of income. Well, let's talk about a source of income, right? When you have income coming in from, be it a job or a business, you pay taxes on that. Okay, I pay taxes on all of my income, be it from my job, be it from my YouTube channel, be it from my rental income. I always have to pay taxes. Now, do these tenants with these vouchers, are they paying taxes on the amount they're receiving with these vouchers? No, of course not. Of course not, because it's not income. It is a entitlement, and trying to pretend like it's income, it's just it's making it's dumb. It's the wrong term. Now, I think I think what they did was the wording, the terminology they put in that law, it's misleading. And what they really needed to put in there was just straightforward, just saying, hey, landlords must accept Section 8 vouchers. The city's Commission on Human Rights is charged with enforcing the law, but advocates say they want the city to bolster enforcement measures to disincentivize landlords from discriminating against voucher-holding tenants. The Commission on Human Rights didn't immediately respond for requests for comment. So yeah, they want them to go after these landlords, sue them, fine them, do whatever it takes in order to force them to comply. But here's the real question, right? Will that actually help people find housing? And they always bring up the topic of homelessness. Will this suddenly make people no longer homeless? I don't think so. Okay? I think what it will do though is force those companies to increase their costs. Whatever. This is absolutely ridiculous. I don't agree with it, and I've gone over this topic many times, but at the end of the day, like I said, my personal belief is that we, as the individual owner, should be allowed to make all decisions with regard to who we are going to rent our properties to.